Okay guys, check the car.
This is good, fantastic. They're on option, they're going to struggle.
That's actually cool to hear about that because
everything is good on reliability.
yeah, obviously when you're driving you don't hear everything that is happening. You don't hear everything that is happening on the pit wall, so I was like really focused on my race, trying to control everything that was happening, obviously pushing yeah, everything like 110%. But then yeah, like just hearing what the guys are saying, because it's always a lot really active. You can hear the stress, the tension, because it's not every day that we are in a position to win a Grand Prix, and everything has to go perfectly for us. So it's actually quite fun to hear what the guys were saying.
It's lights out and away we go.
Voilà, c'est parti. Bon départ de Lewis Hamilton et comme vous le disiez, bon départ. Bien vu Stoffel.
It is Hamilton that leads them into the first chicane.
Ouh là là, Albon en difficulté.
Wow, yeah.
Okay guys, we touch Albon, check the car.
Checking.
Can you check my front? I was sandwiched.
Yeah, like that start was crazy, and that's how you realize how tight it is in Formula 1, because everything could have been ruined in the first corner. Like, so like suspension is maybe damaged, or probably have a puncture. Or I was asking the guy like just to check the car, because I was really worried, and luckily everything was fine. I mean, 3 wide first chicane, I know for this year is not a good idea.
You're doing a good job with the lift off. We need to keep it up. We need to keep it. You're doing a good job.
Pierre, for Marco.
Yeah, Monza was.
Yes.
Sorry, you got an update from Pierre?
What's difficult is because we are all following and we are all in the slipstream. You tend to have like a train. Yeah, in a DRS train where there is not much action happening. So start of the race is mainly about trying to keep the tires alive, and yeah, basically try to go along, not damage your tires, and then the action starts around the pit stop.
Coming back down, guys. Brakes.
Yes, they're coming slightly down.
So we are okay now, yeah?
It's still high, so we need to keep doing the same for a couple of laps.
And Monza is really hard for the car as well, because I mean, it's such high speeds. It's very intense for the brakes, very intense for the tires. It was like pushing everything to the limit, so not so easy with trying to compromise the car, but still go fast. So.
Prioritize exit turn 11 a bit more.
I think we're going to pick your push now because we need to beat it.
Now you can feel already the voice has changed. No, they feel the. I mean, they see the opportunity with.
Pierre, boss this lap, push now.
Copy.
Base.
They see the opportunity with probably Magnussen, who just stopped.
Okay, we need to stop the car. Just stop the car.
And it was exactly in our pit window, so for us it was actually perfect to box at that moment.
Pierre Gasly has pitted.
And at that moment,
Oh, this can't be true.
yeah, that moment I thought I was basically f***ed. I could not believe, because
Tell him they've closed the pit lane anyway, so you couldn't have pitted.
The safety car itself.
because the weekend before there was a safety car in the worst possible moment, and then I thought, okay, everybody's gonna pit. No, I need to drive slow, so I thought I'm about to lose like so many positions. And in the end, they blocked the pit entry, so basically no one could pit, and we did it like just in time to get the pit stop. And Lewis went for the pit entry, and I don't know how much France paid them, but it helped us quite a bit. I mean, they basically put themselves out of contention for out of the race, because after that they had a penalty. So yeah, Lewis was pretty much out of the race with his penalty. So.
Hamilton pitted, but he should not have done so.
At the moment, the pit entry is still closed. Pit entry lane is still closed.
Alright, it's long enough the exit.
We will have a penalty. They took the risk.
I mean, just try and calm him down a little bit.
Just keep the head down. At the moment, we are good. Keep the head down.
It's funny to hear Jonathan. Jonathan talking.
Please tell him it's really worked.
Yeah, because also for me, you don't get all the information, so at that time you don't really know whether it's good for you or not. But
So under investigation,
when I saw the pit
Antonio
entry was
Giovinazzi
closed,
and
I
Lewis
actually,
Hamilton
okay, it all
for
made sense to
entering the
me, and then
pit
I
lane
understood,
when it's
okay, it's like,
closed.
actually we put ourselves in a very good position.
I believe we will get a penalty.
Okay, good job Pierre, the pit entry lane is open, Manicas will pit now. Pit entry lane is open, keep your position.
Who pitted in front of us?
Only Hamilton, but the pit lane was closed, so you should have a penalty.
No, we are in P3, so now I'm like, okay, we have a real chance. And
Until the end.
Hamilton confirmed, Stroll negative, Stroll will box.
so I knew there was, at that moment, like 30 laps to the end, I knew there was a big opportunity for us to...
Hamilton will have a penalty.
Effectively, we're in
Okay,
P1.
okay.
Okay.
All clear of the situation, Pierre?
All clear.
We're racing again, and it is lap 24. He's got past Raikkonen. He might clear 2 Alphas in about 300 meters here, and he
Yeah,
does.
this was a nice move from Charles. But then yeah, after I knew it was, so yeah, I knew it was behind, and last corner, oh, yeah, I remember seeing in the mirrors. I saw like a red mark going from my right mirror to the left mirror, and then after I saw a lot of dust, so I understood like he went out, and this is like a really fast corner. So
Yeah. Was a big crash.
it was quite a big, yeah, it was a big one.
Effectively, we're P1 in the race.
Red flag, red flag, red flag.
Et drapeau rouge.
Yeah, so now it's 27 laps to the end in red flag, so everything is stopped, and then when I get back in the pit lane, then that's when I really understood, okay, we have a big chance, big opportunity. So still, I wasn't sure about the penalty for Lewis,
Why? Is there something bad?
No, the barrier is damaged. Barriers are
but then yeah, I understood anyway. We have like a good shot for the podium, and I could feel the tension with the guys. I could feel like everybody was, really tensed and didn't want to mistake the strategy. There was quite a lot of talks going on, but for whatever reason, I was quite calm. I knew, okay, anyway, we have the track position. I wasn't too sure about the tires at that moment, but
Whatever happened, holding or standing, I cannot talk to you.
but I was
You have the
quite
information
relaxed.
up. It's mode 3 for the restart, okay?
So we're more talking about the tires, which tires to use, and the fact that Stroll, we were not sure again at that time if he would have to pit. So for me, that was really the main focus. I really wanted to overtake him at the start, because I knew if I pass him, Lewis gonna box, and I would have the fresh air. And with the 2 Alphas behind, it was like a sort of shield. Because I knew Carlos was going to come back. I think Carlos was in P6, right behind the Alphas. Bottas was right behind, I think, in P7. So I knew, okay, these 2 guys are gonna catch. So I wanted to pass Stroll. I wanted Lewis to box, and then just use the fresh air to pull away as much as I could. And that's pretty much what happened. Then from there, 25 laps, 25 qualifying laps. Was like,
They're on option, they're going to struggle later. This is good.
I was literally trying to just push as hard as I could, and so that was a good move.
No need to lift off now. Okay, we don't need lift off now anymore. We don't need lift off. The Alpha
Yeah,
will
there.
slow down the track. Keep looking
Start
at
of the
your
race, I
turn
was
spinner.
pushing like crazy. I knew this was the decisive, was super important part of the race, because if they will be like right behind, they will benefit from the tow and the slipstream so much. So I thought, okay, I need to open as the gap as much as I can, like at least 4 or 5 seconds, to try to break the tow. Because in Monza, actually, you don't want to be first, because the fastest way to, in qualifying, we all target to be between 3 and 4 seconds, because you benefit, you gain like at least 4 or 5 tenths in the straights. So for me, that's why I wanted to break that.
Carlos, you can be patient.
But
you can
yeah.
be patient.
Carlos was really fast and he didn't lose much time going through the traffic. So.
One at a time, Carlos. One at a time.
And he knew as well that I was the one to catch him.
Well, here comes the first one. Carlos Sainz is going for it with Kimi Räikkönen, who gives him his left
I was very aggressive on
enough
Kimi.
space,
I mean, it was the right thing because he knew I was going to pull away. But from that moment, I knew Carlos was behind. I thought,
Okay, we have
okay,
Sainz behind us now. Sainz behind us. He was doing 24.3, same as us.
It's
Once Sainz gets close, there's not panic. It's very hard to overtake.
Copy that, I will not panic.
copy. I will not panic. Okay.
You just saw a replay. Raikkonen had a big tank lap at turn 11. That's the only reason Sainz passed.
Keep taking care in the last 5% of throttle, Carlos. We want good tyres when we get to him.
Yeah, he has a lot of pace.
Yeah, I was pushing really hard. Plus, I wanted to show him as well. I had pace in the like. If I needed to push, I had this extra like tenths or 2 tenths. And
Gasly 124.5.
thing is, every lap he was catching like a tenth or 2, and I was really on the edge. And I was actually talking with the guys like, where am I losing? And he was gaining. He was gaining like 5 or 6 tenths in the straights every lap from the slipstream. And I was a lot faster in the middle sector, like in all the corners, but I was losing just too much in the straight. So I was kind of thinking, okay, now he's catching 1 or 2 tenths.
10 more laps. 10 more laps.
I thought he was going to catch me like 3 laps to the end, so I was already planning the strategy, how to defend, how to
For Marco Sainz 2.0 behind.
I don't know if you need to keep telling him.
how,
I would leave him.
how to charge the batteries and everything. But let's say the pressure was increasing lap after lap, and this was actually a pretty, I would not say funny, but a pretty unique feeling. Yeah, and 5 laps to the end, it was less than 2 seconds from me, but I could see he started to struggle. He started to. My tires were dead because I pushed so hard at the start of the race. At the end of the race, I was literally like struggling because tires were pretty dead. But I could see he was struggling to make that final step. So he kind of stayed like around 1.5 seconds and could not really get closer.
So we stay optimum and keep SOC in case.
Agreed. Next lap, last lap?
Yes.
I knew in the last lap would be a last lap battle, so for me the target was trying to keep him far enough for him not to try something in turn 1, and he was too far.
We're going to do full press and hold out the last corner, guys. What's the plan?
Let's leave it, guys, because I don't want to talk to him and make a mistake. I'll leave you.
And this was the last moment. Once I saw I had the big enough gap in the second chicane, I knew at that point, okay, he's not going to catch me. I was faster in Lismos, I was faster in Ascari, and you're still focused, but you can see it's there and can feel it. It was, I knew it was for me, and in Parabolica.
He's doing it.
Pierre Gasly wins the Italian Grand Prix!
Pierre Gasly remporte le Grand Prix d'Italie.
Oh my God! What did you do?
What did you do?
Yeah, this was incredible.
Oh my God, guys, we did it again! Oh my God, yes!
Just so much like pressure and like adrenaline all the race, that when you cross the line and you realize, okay, we've done it, like it's finished. It's so much emotions and adrenaline like coming through your head and your mind, and
All the engineers, all the mechanics, everybody in Monza. Thanks to you, we did it! We did it! Yeah! Wow.
that was incredible.
My home race now, wow!
Well done, guys. Fantastic race.
Okay, mate, when you get in the pit lane, you follow the #1 boat. See you on the boat.
Pierre was so funny because even when I passed the line, I don't think he realized. I don't think he realized we won the race. He was still like in his engineering mode. I was more worried about our fail 84 fail.
So much in the space of 18 months, and now my first win in Formula 1 in Monza. It's crazy.
especially to do it also in Monza, you know, for AlphaTauri.
Someone that gives up.
I just moved in Milan, literally 15 kilometers from the track, a couple of months before, so for me it was, yeah, probably the best welcome gift Italy could give me. Well, now we need to win it a second time after after watching this. Now it was incredible memories. Race, and just also seeing everything that happened between the contact at the start in the first chicane, like the good strategy, the big crash, the red flag. It was mentally like really draining, because when you switch on, switch off, switch on again, it's never easy to like get the focus. But yeah, it just, everything felt correct on that day. Plus, when I was leading, it was the first time I was leading F1 race, and I just felt everything under control. I just felt like I had the car, I had the pace, I had everything sorted. And usually in Monza, in the previous years, previous categories, I was leading many times, and I had reliability issues in Formula 2 or GP2 when I was leading. A safety car that got the wind stolen the second year, so I always had some bad luck. But I think the karma has changed, and has given me all the luck I needed after all the past years. So that was great, and now I just want to do it again with the Tifosis, and then that will feel good.